So today we're going to be chatting on a very exciting new range of ours, and that is our safety boot range in composite toe caps. For those that have been following our brand for the past few years online, you're probably more familiar with the likes of our African Ranger, Razorback, Fellies, and the more user-friendly boots. But here in South Africa, for the past 30 years, our bread and butter has been safety boots. Now, I mentioned earlier composite toe boots, and when I talk about South Africa, I say steel toe. So you're probably wondering, why have we not just come out with our stock standard steel toes that we're used to making? And that is because after some research, we found out that composite toe cap boots are a little bit more in demand outside of South Africa. And at the same time, it'll just be too costly for us to stock up on steel toe and composite toe boots. So we made a calculated gamble and have decided to come out with the composite toe range. So let's have a quick look at the 4 new styles that we are offering in this range. First up, and a bit of an obvious one, is our African Ranger boot. Now, our best seller in our soft toe boots and our barefoot range, and we decided it was a no-brainer to introduce this into the composite toe boot range. And I know a big one that everyone's been asking for and wanting is a composite toe barefoot boot. Now, if you have a look out there, any boot that has a composite toe or steel toe in the barefoot market is extremely expensive, and I'm very excited to offer this to the world as I think a really great option and something that everyone's been needing. So just to run through the specs of these 2 boots in front of me is that obviously our upper is the African Ranger. It comes in the composite toe cap with a composite toe shank, and then the barefoot option has the leather midsole and our anvil outsole. Whereas the standard one that we're offering has our polyester woven midsole, which reduces the weight even more, and then has our tire wedge outsole. Now, this is a new rubber compound that we have been developing in the beige color, and I think it goes really nicely with the fudge upper and ties in really great. You'll know that this fudge leather ages with time. It gets a great patina, and these 2 are going to work really nicely together. Whereas on the black leather, obviously great for the work site, goes with many uniform, and this is a great little combination for our African Ranger in the comp toe boot range. Next up in the range is the legend of Jim Green, and pretty much the first boot everyone became used to and familiar with us, and that is our Razorback boot. Now here, it's a stock standard upper, the Razorback, whereas here we've gone double lasted. So you do have slightly better water resistant properties. The boot does go a little bit higher up the ankle, so you're going to get that extra support depending on where you're going to be using the boot. And then again, the boot has the composite toe cap, composite shank, and we finish the boot off with again our tire wedge outsole. Now, a safety boot range wouldn't be complete without a Chelsea boot. So obviously we have gone and we have added our Stockman to the range. Now again, this boot is double lasted, same as the Razorback, so you're going to get those water resistant properties. It has the polyester woven midsole, which is it is a great quality and obviously lighter weight. Then we finished it off with the tire wedge outsole. Now you're probably wondering, why have we gone for the polyester woven midsole on these 3 options? And that is, the boot just gets really heavy when we're combining composite toes, leather midsoles, double lasting, tire wedge outsole. And at the same time, that leather midsole pushes the price right up. Now, we are familiar and doing our research that many of these boots are really put to the test, and our polyester woven midsole has stood the test of time. Some guys, if you look after your boots, you get 2 to 3 resoles out of them, and to have a lighter boot that's more affordable is definitely more in line of where we want to go with our composite and steel toe cap boots. Now, what's the point of selling a safety boot range if they don't meet the job site criteria? So we had to send these boots and a number of them to the Intertech testing labs over in China, and they passed with flying colors. And just to let you guys know that the boots do meet the standard ASTM F2413.24. So when you're looking and buying, that is the standard that they meet. They are approved for protective toe impact resistant, which is the little R that you see there when you're shopping online. They then have a protective toe compression resistance, which is the C. They then have electric hazard resistant footwear, which is EH. And then we have gone that extra step and got the soles that we use on these boots slip resistant approved. So they meet quite a wide criteria, and there's going to be many job sites that these will do the job for. So I'm sure there are a few chaps interested in the weight differences in these boots. So we've gone ahead and weighed them for you. Just to compare apples with apples, to kick it off is our Stockman. So here I have a Stockman standard polyester woven midsole with our tire wedge outsole. So this boot comes in at 1.49 kgs. And as soon as you add the composite toe cap, that goes up to 1.68 kgs. So you're looking at 0.19 kgs, call it 200 grams in difference between the two boots. Next up, and something quite interesting, is the difference in weight between the barefoot and the standard African Ranger. So our barefoot came in at 1.3 kgs with the composite toe cap, and the standard came in at 1.8 kg, so a 500 gram difference between the two, which is quite significant when you're looking at the amount of hours you're going to spend on your feet. And to finish it all off, our Razorback boot comes in at 1.88 kg. So there is a lot of boots in here. Most comparable to it would be the Stockman, which is at 1.68 kg, so a couple hundred grams difference here. But there again, you are getting the laces, you're getting the reinforced eyelets and D-rings, you're getting all this extra leather as well, ankle padding. It is, as we know, the Razorback is one hell of a boot, just like having a little tank on your feet. So to finish this video off, just going to run through the benefits of comp toe versus steel toe cap, and hopefully down the line we'll be in a position to offer you both of them. So first up, let's talk on the weight. Composite toe boots are lighter than steel toe, so that is one tick to the composite toe side. Then we look at thermal insulation. Composite toe boots are non-conductive, whereas steel toe, they unfortunately conduct heat and cold. So that is another tick for the composite toe side. Electrical hazard, which our boots pass. Once again, composite toe boots are better than the steel toe. So that's 3-0. Now we look at strength, which is a bit of an interesting one because both boots meet the criteria to pass the safety standard. But here again, composite toe boots are obviously very strong, but they're never going to be as strong as steel toe. So finally, the steel toe boots get a little tick. The bulkiness, and one thing you will notice is when we've made these boots compared to some of our steel toe cap boots, is that comp toe boots, you can quite noticeably see them. So here again, steel toe get another tick where you have a slightly slimmer profile, whereas comp toes, you have a slightly bulkier look to it. And I think this next one is one of the biggest ones and one of the reasons people go for composite toe boots, and that is metal detection. Now, having the comp toe, it does not trigger any detectors, whereas obviously steel toe does, which means you're going to have to be taking your boots off, getting your socks dirty or your feet cold. So there again, comp toe boots back on the board with another tick. Now, one of the reasons why we offer steel toe in South Africa as our bread and butter, whereas we are looking forward to offering comp toe in America and hopefully roll it out to the rest of the world, is that steel toe cap boots are more affordable, whereas the comp toe, it's a more expensive product. So there you have a higher price that we're going to have to charge. So there we have it, and thank you very much guys for your support. This is something we're very exciting to get stuck into and offer in the States, hopefully in the rest of the world. And who knows, hopefully we'll have some steel toes available too, just like we have in America with our Razorback at the moment. So let us know in the comments below what other styles you would like to see. Email in if there's a safety boot you're looking for, or head over to our custom boot maker and you can mix and match as you like there. So thanks for watching and enjoy your boots.